Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers and welcome to what is probably one of two in a series of videos where I make a bunch of cool pedalboards. To begin with, let me take you through a little look at part of my collection of pedals. So here you can see I've got a new room and things are looking pretty sweet, although it's still really messy right now. I've got a bunch of boxes to clear up. I've got some new Boss pedals that they very kindly sent me. I've actually yet to even try them, but I'm sure they sound fantastic. This is my little shrine to to my awesome Titan pedal, with all the prototypes and then the final model. And then here's just a bunch of pedals that I pulled out of boxes as I moved into this house, and I've got a whole load more left over at my storage facility. And this is the problem. Okay, so here's the board that kicked the whole conundrum off. This is the pedal board that I've used for almost all of my sort of touring career, I suppose. I've just done so many tours with this little board, it's been crazy. I did originally use this bad boy on the floor, but it's so big and so heavy that I just get blagged, I get annoyed by it. So, I've been using this, and the problem is that I'm in 3 different outfits. I'm in the Dorje, Rob Chapman band, and then I do stuff for Andertons or session things or bits here and there for maybe Boss or for all sorts of other companies where I would need a different setup of pedals. Let me talk you through these to begin with. So, on the far left-hand side is the Mythos Mjolnir, which you all know about. One of my favourite drive pedals. I've got the best fuzz octave of all time and space. Never tell me there's a better one. I don't believe you. And it's the Jimi Hendrix Octavio. It was the limited edition reissue. I believe it's the same internals, but I love this pedal so much. It screams like a hairy demon. I've got the Wazacraft tuner because it's black. It's just as good as the white one, I think. In fact, I've got 2 of the white ones somewhere else in storage. For me, these are the best tuners ever. Nothing has ever come close to the Boss tuner for pure functionality and just getting a job done. MXR MC401 boost, always used it, never probably be without it. In fact, I'm probably going to have to get 2 more of these now. Other things do a similar thing, but I really like it. Immerse Reverberator from New Neighbor. I think it's pronounced New Neighbor. This thing's great. It's like a tiny miniature version of something that does lots of things. And as you can probably see here with my bad camera work, it's got loads of interesting options. In fact, New Neighbor just sent me this, which is the Inspire. I haven't even plugged it in. I've been away in Asia for 10 days and I can't wait to try it. It's a chorus pedal and other things as well. So, this is a great little pedal board. The problem is, it doesn't fit all purposes. I can't do everything with it because one pedal board cannot fit all of the different kinds of pedals that I need to do Dorje, to do the Rob Chapman band, and to do Andertons and other, like an other board. And I realised in one instantaneous stroke of unimaginably excited Chappers momentary life that I needed 3 pedal boards. And lo, I relented and purchased myself another pedal train. So now I've got the one I've always used, the giant jumbo massive pedal train of joy on the floor, and then this one. So for the longest time my pedal train was in this soft case, and I really don't recommend it. It's such a bad idea. Things just get broken and damaged. So my new pedal board is in this. It is awesome, and it's the Metro 24, in case you were wondering. Yes, I've just made sure it's all lovely and fluffy to put the new things on. And my awesome friends at Ernie Ball, completely unprovoked, just sent me a bunch of patch cables, which is really handy so I can cable them up. In fact, I actually bought some, just cheap ones from Andertons so that I wouldn't need them, but I realised I didn't get enough, so it's almost as if they read my mind. And then I've obviously got all the power leads and gubbins and bits and bobs. Now, on top of the board, I also got a power supply to to go right underneath it. It's the Spark. It was really easy to attach. It just comes with a little bracket. There's no drilling or anything. You just attach it thus. So this is going to have to be the Rob Chapman band board, and then this is going to be the other board because it's the smallest, and then moving along to this. Dorje board is pretty big because we're playing big venues, big stages, we're very lucky, and I have a lot of requirement for making really interesting sounds. Please feel free to add suggestions in the comment section of this video for things that you would put to these boards. I actually just found out from Joe Leach at good old Riff City Guitar that they're sending me one of those really cool pedals that Joe worked on with Keeley. It's a wicked overdrive pedal, and you guys helped them choose the name, and I can't wait to get it, whack it on a board and try it out. So things like that, it's just all the time, it's a continual bombardment of audio sounding stuff for me to try, and I suppose these boards, with that in mind, will be continually changing like musical chameleons. Okay, so really interesting developments have occurred. So what we're looking at here is the Rob Chapman band pedal board. By the way, I call it the Rob Chapman band because it just seems like the right thing to call it, but it's me with a bunch of session guys who are all good friends. So you're looking at the front of the board and then in the loop of the board. So at the front, I've got the Titan, I've got the classic Octavia pedal, I've got the big spender, I've got my tuning pedal, as you can see there, and then I've got the best wah pedal of all time and space. It's just so compact, it's so awesome. And then in the loop, I've got the MF Chorus from Moog. If you've not tried one of these, I really recommend that you give it a go. It's just a great, great chorus pedal. I've got the $1 billion boost, boosting the whole thing through the loop, and then the good old flashback from TC Electronic, which has never failed me but yet. And that is Rob Chapman band pedalboard. Some of these choices are compromises, and the reason for that is that they're currently on this board, which is the Dorje board. There are pedals that I have never used that I have been sent purely because my schedule is restrictive, or I'm working with a brand and it's the wrong time, or I'm bringing out one of my own products and it's the wrong time. And as such, I've just got so many bits of gear to go through and try, show you guys, and tone test for these different boards. So part one is I'm just going to put 3 boards together with what I've got here. Part 2 will be finishing off the boards, and then I'll play test each one of them for you so you can take a listen to the Chapman board, the Dorje board, and the other board, and then tell me which one you prefer. So yeah, the Dorje board has greedily gobbled up lots of my stock, and I'm realising quickly that I need to duplicate lots of things. So again, we're looking at the front here. I've got the Mjolnir because I've only got one of my Titans, so I need to get another one. I'm using the Red Rocks, which I thought was a great sounding pedal, really modern, tight distortion. Then a classic Ibanez Tube Screamer. If you haven't got one of these, you need to get one. It's the best, TS9. And then the Feed Me. My buddy's got me this. It was such a great present. It does some really interesting things with capacitors and filters, and you've got to sit down and learn it, but once you have, it treats you good. Thunderclaw, because it's just a riff monster. And then I've got that in the front because it's loads of fun. In the loop, I've got both the new neighbours. I'm realising that I need another immerse because I really want an immerse for the Rob Chapman board. I'm using currently the MXR and the Blues driver so that I have 2 different stages of boost through the loop. One to step me up to like a heavy, because I'm not going to use gain on this, just level. One to step me up to a heavy rhythm, and one for ridiculous searing lead. That's the Dorje board, leaving my other board really empty and quite sorry. So I've got Pride of Texas at the front, the classic golden plexi. If you haven't tried one of those again, it's totally worth it. Nothing, a super chorus. Now, I still haven't tried out some of the pedals from Boss that they sent me recently, so I will do, but that's currently my tonal trifecta. I definitely need to go and buy another MXR MC401 boost. I need another immerse. I need probably another wah pedal. I need to go and dig out of storage my other Boss tuners, and I probably want another Titan, another Tube Screamer. Yeah, there's a whole lot of things I need to get hold of. What I'm realizing is that actually the one board that I used was really versatile, and only a few changes really were required from one project to the next. So I'm making compromises with stock, but that's the way it has to be, I guess. Anyway, quite an interesting and exciting journey for me. May have been really boring for you. Glad to be back shooting videos. I've just pretty much, well, Rabia and I have been away for almost the entire of the beginning of this year, just in America or in Asia or all over the place, moving house. It's just been hardcore, but you know what? I'm back for at least 2 weeks before I'm off to America again. So I'm going to shoot a whole load of videos and have fun, as is per my choice. Take it easy, guys. Chappers considerably out. Stay tuned for part 2. The return. Again.